Hey guys, this morning I saw again in one of the Facebook groups that I am the question if you can do a wrong meditation, and especially that question was actually, I'm always so blissful when I meditate by myself. Now that I do guided meditations, I lose my mind all the time. Do I do something wrong? And I believe that it's one of the biggest misconceptions of meditation that you should always be blissful. So she said that she was always blissful meditating by herself. And I believe that especially by people that just begin meditating and people that are chasing bliss as a reason to meditate, this is a huge misconception. And if you meditate, there comes the question, can you have a bad meditation? And I honestly believe you can't. So I believe that it's naturally super beautiful when you have one of these blissful meditations and your heart is wide open, or you have this heart and brain orgasm, or you get under electricity, whatever. But this is not, in my opinion, the main reason of meditation. When I think on my meditations, and I've now been meditating 8 years every day, it are actually the meditations that I was sitting and I had to cry or even sometimes scream, or sometimes a big emotion came up. That are the ones that I look with most compassion, with most love, and also with most gratitude back on. Because the thing is that when you meditate, actually on forehand you never know what exactly is going to happen. So sometimes you feel super balanced, super good, and you go into a meditation and your mind just starts drifting off all the time, and you get it back again and you get it back again. And then sometimes people think that you do something wrong. Actually, quite often in the beginning, I also in the beginning thought that you always have to keep your mind by the meditation. But actually, every time that you get your mind back to yourself, to your meditation, and you know that this, and you come back, it's a victory. One of the reasons why you meditate is that you learn better to get into the present moment, and you do exactly that by getting your awareness back to the meditation. So I quite often, when I do that, I say to myself, yes, I had a victory here. So that's one thing that's very important to know. And the other thing is, look, you can be sitting in a very relaxed meditation, and out of a sudden this huge pain or trauma comes up, something from the past, maybe something from I don't know, your childhood or whenever, it doesn't matter. But it wants to be seen, and it comes up to the surface. You have to cry, or you have to, whatever emotion, anger can come, any emotion can come. When you keep sitting and you let that go through you, and you don't blame or you don't think it's something bad that happens, but you say, okay, when it happens, I sit through it, I see it, and then I just continue my meditation. First of all, you bring yourself again back to the present moment, and secondly, you work through that trauma. And quite often when I've done that, it doesn't come back anymore, and I have let go of a part of my past that is actually not helpful and is actually very destructive in my life. So I believe that when you meditate, on the longer term, you will get lighter in your life, you will get more open-hearted. But sometimes you have these meditations that are blissful, enjoy them, but other moments you have meditations where you will just go through a traumatic thing, or through something painful, or your mind is wandering. And then a second thing I think is very important to know is that a lot of people think that the meditation is where it stops. But I believe that actually your true meditation starts the moment you get out of your meditation. So you could have an incredibly blissful meditation, but if you then get out, you get into your car, someone drives in front of you, and you start screaming, that bliss didn't really have sense, did it? Actually, you meditate to also be in the rest of your day in a meditative state. So 24 hours, if you sit in the car, someone pulls in front of you, you take a breath, you keep in that meditative state. Maybe he had to go to the hospital to one of his family members or whatever. It's just where you put your focus on. So meditation is not to be only in bliss. And I will say, look, if you do have these moments, enjoy them, right? So what I see quite often is that I go through a couple of very intense meditations. And then maybe it's easy, sometimes even a week that I go through very intense meditations, and then out of a sudden I get a super blissful one again, or one that I'm very much in the present moment. And I enjoy these ones, right? Like I just go completely in them and I enjoy them. But I don't expect them. It's just every meditation is differently. And don't chase bliss only. Don't think it should be like that. Just get yourself every time back to the present moment and use them to make your life on the long run more happy, more beautiful. And so that you can also in your daily life get yourself easier back, stay in a better place of grace and joy. So I send you guys all my love. By the way, I'm here in one of my favorite parks. It's in the Western Park. I was just having a walk, so I thought I'd just record this for a moment in Amsterdam. And yeah, I'm sending you guys all my love. Have an amazing day, and I see you guys in one of my future videos.